The game the county had circled on their calendars. Bakersfield at Garces, an old rivalry with some new faces.
Plus, the South Rebels looking to make a jump in the Southeast Yosemite League standings.
And with Kennedy on a bye, what was the South Sequoia teams looking to do? Well, they're looking to make some moves tonight. All of this and more coming up in Friday Night Live.
You're watching Friday Night Live, brought to you by Kern Schools Federal Credit Union. Together, we have something special.
Yeah, when you have people storming the field, you know it was a big game, right?
Yeah, especially when they weren't even the home team.
Right. Well, welcome into Friday Night Live. I'm Carrie Osef alongside Matt Lively, as always. And you don't have to know much about Kern County football, but you know tonight was a big game for Garces and BHS.
Yeah, absolutely was. Old rivals meeting on the gridiron, looking for their first league wins, but also a game filled with a lot of emotion.
Even for me, I'm telling you. Well, of course, as longtime Driller head coach Paul Gola, now with the Rams, faced off against new coach Michael Stewart. A lot of history and emotion filled up Tobias Field tonight for our game of the week. And of course, Michael Stewart here, he's getting his guys ready to go as Garces runs out onto the field. Home field advantage. Well, they're going to start with the ball and get things going early. Joe Campbell here to Xavier Marshall gets in the end zone. It's 7-0. Too much spirit for this little one. Stewart not happy about it, but on the next kickoff, Isaac Jernigan, he's going to watch the ball here for a bit, and then he's going to pick it up. And guess what he's going to do? Find the gap, hit it. 88 yards later, this kid is in the end zone, tied at 7. Incredible play. Hard for Gola to watch that one from the other sidelines. Drillers would find momentum, up 17-7. Ricky Easterwood hits DJ Adams, his new receiver. That would get them up 23-7. The clock winding down in the first half. Easterwood is going to hit Wes Wilson, his normal running back. Holds on to that ball.
Goodness.
That sets up this Ryan Bonner boot. He's going to get his second field goal of the game as time expires. Drillers 26-7. Garces trying to get things going in the second half. Joseph Campbell picked again, this time Chris Qualls. Despite another score from Garces, that would do it as BHS gets the win. A final score of 32-14. And let me just tell you, for Paul Gola, this was a tough one, just even seeing his former players after the game.
I think during the week it's fine because the preparation, it was after the game when the kids came over and hugged me. You know, that kind of tears on your heart a little bit, you know, because you miss them and you spend a lot of your life with them, just like we are here at Garces. And you know, I pray that they're happy for us because we're in a great spot and we're happy for them and you know, we're here for their future.
Emotional time as he met with his players there, but of course they're going to look to move on from this. And for Stewart, Matt, obviously he was happy about the big win.
Yeah, that one hurt me to even watch. A lot of emotion there from Gola, but we are moving on. We got plenty of games to get to. Stockdale's Black Hole pumped for a matchup against Centennial first quarter. The Mustangs were driving, but defense played so well all night. Started with Jacob Navarro, and then Timbers flared in this one. It was full and chippy of flags, lots of flags. Golden Hawks were able to get on the board first. This strike from Max Ritchie to Tristan Flores put them up 7-0. Heading into half, it was the same score thanks to plays like these. Defense played a major role in this one, but Stockdale finally got on the board. Jacob Jones dives up the middle for the 1-yard score. Yeah, exactly. And that got the Mustangs moving. They'd win this one by a final of 12-7.
Southwest Yosemite League keeping it tight. Well, the leader of the league, Liberty, taking on the Titans tonight. We love to see this homecoming,
like a Tarantino scene.
Well, another halftime show. The freshmen take us to Hollywood with a little song and dance. With third quarter action, Liberty quarterback Hayden Mann with a quick pass to Jason Oliver takes it in 28-0. And then a little later in the third, Mann passes to his guy Raymond Henderson, who goes all the way. Ramon Henderson, 35-0 Liberty, as Liberty took the big win here, 42-0.
They look so scary, and they're joined by another team that looks really scary.
Just like the NFL, right? Patriots stay perfect out there and here too. Well, the Kennedy Thunderbirds, the top dog in the SSL, are on their bye week, which meant an opportunity for a few other teams to cover some ground.
Yeah, we start in Wasco, who Kennedy actually dominated last Friday. The Tigers were taking on the second place Chavez Titans, who were coming off a brutal loss to Arvin.
Yeah.
Halfway through, Chavez nearly fumbles the ball, but recovers, followed by a pass that sets the Titans up for a chance to make a score at the 12-yard line, going all the way down there. On this handoff, it was a 15-yard rush into the end zone. Chavez leads 19-7, but Wasco would respond. This right here is a 25-yard pass into the end zone, but it was Chavez who came out on top on the road by a final score of 25-14.
Well, there's a new trophy to play for in the SSL, and at McFarland Taft, the Kings of the Cats. We're going to start it off strong here, though, for Taft. First quarter with the ball. Jackson Berry's going to rush it in 25 yards into the end zone, putting points on the board for those Wildcats. Taft again with the ball. Berry hands it off to Bryce Veach, who fights his way into the end zone, putting those Wildcats further in the lead. McFarland retaliates just like a rivalry would. Julian Avila finds Isaiah Ramos, who makes the catch for a touchdown. Taft comes away with a close win, 26-21.
McFarland had too much breakfast yesterday.
Yeah,
just ate too much.
I'm thinking so. Well, Arvin Bears taking on the Shafter Generals today. The Generals went on to win this one 43-22. But we always like to highlight what's happening off the field, right? Well, Fandemonium, where we highlight some of those best things happening in the stands. Tonight we're featuring what Stockdale calls the black hole. Did you get sucked in?
I got completely sucked in. I've seen some pretty crazy student sections in my day. Shout out to my own county crazies, Martin County High School. And I would have had some fun yelling across the stadium at this black hole had I been in high school.
They're tough.
So let's go ahead and take a look at this week's Fandemonium.
Are the Hawks going to win this game tonight? No way!
Yeah, they were pumped up, tons of energy, and I mean, they had the booster, whatever you call those, the inflatables going. Everybody was so into it.
They're loud, and that little girl that thought it was too loud at my game, she probably couldn't handle this.
She would not have liked the black hole. This was me getting sucked in right there. But man, there was plenty of energy in this week's Fandemonium.
Love to see it. Love that hair. Well, we have plenty more games to get to as Bakersfield Christian looks to keep its grip on the South Yosemite League. Stick with us for more highlights
Don't go anywhere.
coming your way.
Welcome back to Friday Night Live.
He's got energy every time I see him.
Those drillers came to party. Well, welcome back. And in the South Yosemite League, BCHS sits at the top, but the Wolfpack is trailing right behind.
Yeah, and while Derek Carr's Raiders are on a bit of a win streak, brother Darren, head coach of BCHS, was looking to start his own.
Well, tonight, the Eagles were taken on Tehachapi as the Warriors have yet to earn a win so far this season. And it's homecoming night at BCHS, and the freshmen are rocking Sweet Caroline.
That's a full production of that.
And I can't sing. Second quarter, to the football field we go. BCHS quarterback Dominic Amboni rockets a long pass to Tyler Carr, a nephew of Darren Carr, of course, who takes it in for the touchdown. 37-0 BCHS. A little later in the second, Tehachapi punts the ball, and much to their dismay, it's caught by Chris Gutierrez, who looks like he has some time, and he's got some grass, and he runs it all the way down for the touchdown. Breaking tackles along the way. BCHS goes on to win this 44-0.
Yeah, and let's go ahead and take a look at some of our other scores. Ridgeview meets the Vikings of West High. Second quarter, handoff to West High's Darius Jones. He will fumble, and Ridgeview recovers. Later in the same drive, it was fourth down. Ridgeview's Anthony Ramirez breaks through for a touchdown. Ridgeview would win this one 14-0. And then we have a couple of out-of-town scores, or just weren't able to get there. Independence was taking on the Golden Valley Bulldogs. A couple of one-win teams looking for their second, and Independence did get it by a final score of 21-6.
I said 44-0. BCHS won 64-0. I'm sorry about that. Well, Norm Brown called it right in the beginning of the season. The Southeast Yosemite League was going to be a tough one to predict this season.
He's like a motivational speaker. I would listen to anything he said. But yeah, he said they were better than any other year he has seen. And they're kind of making him sound like a genius.
I know. Well, tonight the Blades were playing to stay on top of those standings along with the Highland Scots. But we're going to go to the East Bakersfield, hosting the Rebels, who were hoping to make their case to change things up. Blades, Kenneth Barrera scrambles and passes to Julian Baltiera, with a little help into the end zone. He would go with his defender. 16-0 East in the third now. Well, now it's South in the third. Manuel Guzman for the pass, picked off by Julian Baltiera to take it over. This kid's doing plays all over the field. Ball is dropped though, but recovered by the Blades again.
I can't follow this.
Yeah, no. East takes this one with a final score of 28-7.
All right, let's get to Norm Brown's game. North versus Foothill. We pick it up in the third quarter. Foothill looking to put some points on the board. They would hand it off to speedy Tyson Reynolds, who will take it into the end zone. Look at this run. He went the full distance. North High would answer. A handoff of their own, breaking through the defense. He gets in himself, but then Tyson Reynolds yet again. We told you he was speedy. He's got the ball, and he will take this one. 50-plus yards for the Trojan. Touchdown. Foothill wins 23-14.
Wow, Norm Brown was right, but he doesn't take that loss,
No.
right? Well, here Highland Scots honoring breast cancer survivors tonight. Pretty cool moment ahead of the game. They were honorary captains for Highland. Well, let's get to the action. Highland's AJ Cleveland fakes the handoff and runs this one into the end zone, making it 13-0, end of the first. Miramonte with the ball now. Adrian Mercado for the deep pass. Looks good, but it's intercepted midfield by Jalen Hudgens. Then late in the second quarter, Lions ball again, and this time it's picked off again. Nick Salas goes the other way for the score. The Scots took this one by a large margin, 56-7. Some big scores.
I love those jerseys.
I know.
Cool night doing the breast cancer awareness.
We love that.
Yeah,
I know.
Absolutely.
We love to see that. We've been seeing pink all across the fields, but of course, we got some more highlights coming your way for our favorite part of the night. This week's top 3 on 23. Got your picks?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. We'll see you next.
They were pumped up. All right,
Yes.
Carrie,
Yes.
here's what I'm wondering. It's homecoming season. We've seen
Yes.
a million homecomings at this point.
Yes.
How many times have you seen a Disney movie in the last 4 weeks?
As many times as I've wanted, because I'm a Disney fan.
I am too. I'm shocked at how many different ways a Toy Story float can be built. It's impressive. Innovation at the very least.
Happiest place on earth, Matt. We wanted to bring it to football,
That was
right?
Stockdale tonight. That was their theme. Yeah, and every other high school in the area.
Every
for the
other
last
week,
4
we get
weeks.
it. But we still love Disney, you guys, and there were still plenty of local high school teams in action. We're going to look at some of those scores from the teams we weren't able to see on the field tonight. The Delano Tigers took on Tulare Union. The Tigers fell by a score of 64-7.
And the Kern Valley Broncs, they were saddling up to take on the Bishop Union Broncos. Kern Valley, yet again, falling 40-6, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. You gotta play at midnight, Kern Valley.
But the Bronx and the Broncos, we love to see that too, right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
A lot of Disney, a lot of Broncos, we love it. Well, now to our favorite part of the show, a lot of highlights, because we got the best plays coming up, Matt, right?
Top 3, I was trying to do it.
Top 3 on 23. That's okay. We're going to start with the
the
third play of the night. Here we go. We got this play here at BCHS. He's fielding the punt here, and he finds his way out to the edge, makes it all the way in for the score. That is our third play of the night to the Eagles, who went on to win 64-0. Woo!
Yeah, moving on to number 2, Centennial. Max Ritchie has a gun, and what a catch on the other end of it. My goodness, strong arm, great catch. Centennial, though, dropping this game 12-7 to the Stockdale Mustangs.
Moving on to the number 1 play of the night. Again, not a touchdown pass, but a big-time pass. Ricky Easterwood to Wes Wilson, who gets the snag. Let's watch this again. Hands, flips around. This would set up his kicker for another field goal of the night. He'd also finish with a rushing score. Wes Wilson had a big-time night. We love to see that. And, of course, those drillers getting that statement win for Stewart against Garces. But a great all-around Week 8. How you feeling?
Absolutely. Really great. And that game has just been marked on the calendar for so long. And so for BHS, that is a statement win for Michael Stewart and the team. And
what are we going to look forward to? I'm just kidding. We got plenty of games to look forward to.
Plenty of stuff. Oh, yeah. The rivalries are just still rolling.
And I'm wondering, what are the Kennedy Thunderbirds doing right now? I mean, they're already undefeated.
Sitting back, relaxing,
chilling.
acting all cool.
Mario Mion, we're going to see you next week, and we expect that momentum to continue, but all of our teams looking good. All the league play. We love the league play, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it for us for Week 8. So we will just let you guys go on this night, but make sure to tune in next week for Week 9. We got more league play. All the league stuff is getting crazy. We love it. Well, that will do us for Friday Night Live. I'm Carrie Osep alongside Matt Lively. We will see you guys next week. Big time play.